Alright, what is good? It's your boy Shimmy back with another video. I told y'all I'm not stopping. Now this week we have Reincarnated as a Slime Season 2, okay? The mandem said they wanted this one, so I had to do it. No long talks, lot the in. Now let's get into it. Boom, we start with Rimuru going back to Tempest after helping out the little kids. He goes on stage and gives a whole speech. Yo, I hope all the mandem do good carrying out their missions. Tempest is bigger than it's ever been. Soon we're gonna have clubs and casinos here. But we really need this alliance with the Beast Kingdom. If it starts to look crazy, you guys just come back. And they instantly all start glazing and crying for Rimuru. I really need homies like this for real. He tells Benimaru, whatever you do, don't go pick a fight with him. But you know you can't trust this guy. With that, they leave, and the mandem get everything ready for Urozania's arrival. Why do they have my homeboy cooking? Now it's the next day, and we just see chariots being pulled by tigers. Shion's like, they got all that fancy ass shit for no reason. Then this girl comes out, she says, nice to meet you, I'm Abyss, one of the 3 beast keepers. Then this other girl gets pissed, kicks the door open, and she says, hold on, a slime is ruling you guys? What type of shit is this? Abyss tells her to chill, but she's just one of them hothead type of characters. So y'all are ruled by a slime, and you got humans over here too? Rimuru says, hey twin, go show her Wagwan, we not scrubs over here. So she walks forward and says, you want to run the fade with me? Alright, fine. And he takes his sword out. Before they fight, Shion gets vexed. You've been talking shit about Rimuru this whole time.
I hate you, let's die.
The tiger gal disappears, comes from above, and hits. But Shion catches it and throws her off. She goes back in, tries all these moves, but Shion's just dodging them. And she throws her again. She jumps in the air and does another punch. Mind you, she's not even using her sword right now. While this is happening, Abyss says, yo, you go fight that human over there. We can't let this slide. So he goes out and pulls out his dagger. Yom does a sword attack, but he dodges and the man goes ballistic and starts throwing eyes. They go at it too. Back to Sufia. She says, you know what, you're pretty strong. And her and Shion do a big clash. They do some Naruto level hand-to-hand combat and the girl says, hold on, is that all you got? Shion's like, nah. We Kijin get serious. Let me show you something good. And the girl makes a Rasengan. Hold on. A Biju Rasengan? All the mandem are like, Shion, you should just chill. You don't want to blow this whole place up. But Shion's not listening. She wants blood. She makes it bigger and bigger and she's about to throw it. But Abyss shows up and says, alright, end the fight. She has her tail and staff to each of them. Why don't we just chill for the day? You guys passed our test. We good here. And Sufia says, your might is pretty strong. We ready to be business partners with you. And they shake hands. Shion says, so what do I do with all this energy? And that shit is about to explode. So of course, Rimuru has to come in aura farming and he uses gluttony and eats the whole thing. After that, everyone goes to Tempest and they have a little welcome party. Eat, drinks, you know the vibes. And they all leave after sharing skills and techniques. They even got the mandem new clothes and water pipes. Benimaru and Rimuru come back from Urozania and this Benimaru guy's like, yeah, I tried to fight him, but he just laughed in my face. Yeah, see, this guy just needs help. Now Rimuru, Shion, and Shuna leave to go to the Dwarf Kingdom. They walk in and the mandem are like, what the hell do these monsters got going on? And they go to meet King Gozo. But someone's watching them and it's Demon Lord Clayman. This girl's in front of him and he says, you did good, I'll return your heart, but only after you do one more job for me. Alright, fine, what do you need? Oh, it's nothing crazy, Mulan. Now back to Rimuru, he meets the king. He tells him, yeah, it was Milim who packed up that ugly ass monster, not me. And he officially declares an alliance with the Dwarf Kingdom. He wants to make it a place where humans and monsters can coexist together. The king's about it too, and everybody claps. Now we cut to the girl from earlier and she's looking for Yom. This guy says, oh Yom, my sis here was looking for you. Looking for me? She takes her hood off and says, I think I can be useful to you. I use magic. I heard you ain't got no mages in your party. He tells her, yeah, but we got enough people in our party. We good. Let me show you how strong I am. Boom, so he goes in and tries to attack her, but she drops him in the ground and uses Earth Lock, and now the man can't move. She gets serious, uses Air Shot, and the man is done. Shorty's like, you weak as hell, boy. You ain't got no resistance to magic. Bro says, I lose, what's your name? And she says, I'm Mulan. Clayman's smart though, I gotta give it to him. You get a bag yell in your team so the mandem will never suspect her. With that, he takes her to Tempest. She looks around and she says, there a festival happening? Nah, Rimuru's about to return soon. We're prepping for that. And they leave. leave. Yom shows her around, and the whole time she's like, nah, these are really up. They're definitely a threat. Back to Rimuru, he forms a security pact with the Kingdom of Blumund, but if anyone attacks them, they gotta slide, and vice versa. This guy tells him, some countries might hate that you guys are getting too big, like the Kingdom of Falmouth. We cut to that kingdom and they're talking about Yom and Tempest. They're like, ever since those damn monsters showed up, they've been with our bread. If we keep letting them slide, everything will go to shit. We need to pack them monsters up now. Then this archbishop says, don't worry, the Holy Church plans to end them as an official enemy of God. What the? They make a plan that if a citizen of Falmouth gets attacked, then the Holy Church can mobilize. These guys are actually evil. Then he goes to these 3 other worlders and tells them, yeah, you guys are gonna go to Tempest and make a commotion. But these guys are also plotting on killing the people who order them. So this is about to get serious. Now back in town, Clayman calls Mulan and she's like, why are you calling me right now? Just telling you everything's going blessed. I'm almost ready to give your heart back. Really? Hell no, you got one more job. I know you don't want to die yet. And you don't want the guy you like to die either. And the man starts laughing. Now Shoei tells Benimaru the knights from Falmouth are on their way here right now. And Rimuru's still not back yet. Then Abis calls on the crystal ball. She says, yo Mandam, we have a problem over here. We're going to war with Demon Lord Milim? Was she not on our side? What's going on? And then the connection breaks. Now in the city, the other worlders get pissed seeing how developed this place is. Bro's like, so if we kill that slime, we can become the head of this place, alive? Like, y'all ain't strong enough to do that. I don't even know who you think you are. Now they start their plan. This girl screams and says, you touched my butt? You just tried to assault me? Nah, not my dog Gobzo, bro. She even fake falls too to try to sell it more. That's why you gotta watch out for these females, man. The other humans are like, nah, did he really do that? This place is supposed to be safe, but it's actually her skill. She can make anybody believe her. Then Gobta shows he apologizes. He says, my bad, we won't do that again. But Shorty's like, hold on, are you saying I'm lying? Shorty, I believe my dog all the time, and he's only interested in Shion. You are not built like her. Everybody starts laughing. She tries to use Inumaki's cursed speech to kill everybody, but Shion and Shuna come in. Shuna says, that power's forbidden in this country. Y'all ain't good fits for this country. Please leave. Then these two step in. You can't tell me this guy doesn't look like no. And with that, they both go in attacking. Now back to Mulan. Clayman says, your final job is to turn Tempest into a no magic zone. She runs to do it, but this guy finds her. He says, you've been acting weird. You're a Majin, aren't you? She's like, fine, you caught me.
You got me.
But I ain't had no choice. I fuck with you for real, but as a friend.
But we friends though.
See, honestly, that would kill me. I'd die right then and there. But then she transforms and gets her third eye. Yom comes too and he sees her. He says, if there's something going on, just tell me. And the man says, I love you? What type of love triangle even is this? But she blasts them away and casts her spell. With that, the archbishops all do their prison field and there's 2 barriers over Tempest. Then it hits Shion. All the strength is leaving her body. Bro says, what happened, shorty? You good? Now we cut to Rimuru and he leaves the school again, but someone's watching him. He senses her and tells Ragna to get in his shadow. And Great Sage tells him he's in a wide range barrier, he can't use spatial teleportation. Sue comes out of nowhere and says, Rimuru, please run from here, there's enemies, and the man disappears? It gets worse, all his magic skills are limited too. Then someone just starts walking towards him. Should I say how are you if you're gonna die soon? She's one of the holy knights. Rimuru's like, can I help you with something? I'm not that Rimuru guy you're looking for, I'm just a human. There's eyes everywhere, boy. Your kingdom's in my way, so I'm gonna destroy it. Rimuru's like, hold on, you already attacked it? Now we cut to Gobta and he's getting cooked bad by this guy. He goes to end him, but Jisan comes in and says, I ain't gonna let you kill my student, come face me. He swings down, but Jisan blocks it. They keep going at it, but he can't use his full power because of the barrier. Hey, the afterlife will be blessed for you. He swings and even cuts Jisan now too. This is too far. And the man steps on Gobta's head. He goes to attack Shuna, but Gobzo gets in front of her attack. Now back to Shion, she's also struggling. She can't keep up no more. She's just getting punched up bad, but she gives him a rude uppercut back. Then the knights pull up. And the man says, we're being attacked, come help us. The little girl's about to get attacked by them too, but Shion goes in and defends her. Now we just see the city getting burned down and people dying left and right. Back to Rimuru, she says, my name is Hinata. He's like, oh shit, you're one of Shizu's students, no? I'm her friend. But she's not hearing none of that. She goes in attacking. Rimuru dodges, but she keeps trying to hit him. He says, alright, since you want to scrap so bad, let's go. And they go at it. She hits him away. She kicks him in the air, goes to hit him in the head, but luckily he dodges that too. We learn her attacks attack your spirit, not the physical body. And if she hits 3 more times, the man is barbecue chicken. They go at it again. He gets hit 2 more times and she walks in to do her finishing blow. You killed Shizu, boy. Now you gotta die. Rimuru goes in to strike first, but she just blocks everything and she's just watching him. See, this is the difference between a with a sword and a swordsman. She says, you can't defeat me. Rimuru's not going out like this. He pulls out Ifrit and shoots it at her, but she dodges all the attacks and blocks him too. That ain't enough to beat me. And Ifrit just falls to the ground and starts screaming. She has a skill called Usurper, where she can steal people's skills. So Rimuru has no other option but to awaken Gluttony. And at the same time, Hinata stabs him through the chest. Then Hinata looks and she's like, the hell is that? The man turns into a slime monster and even eats her sword. Then he changes even more and turns into some next hybrid monster. Yeah, he really might need to go. This is some chimera shit. She pulls out a talisman and uses astral bind on him, but he just breaks free and charges at her. She dodges, but she's like, damn, I can't kill you? Say no more. And she summons these spirits and makes them attack. They go straight for him, but this Rimuru guy just eats one and grabs the other. Hinata then does a prayer and traps him in this barrier, and there's hella magic circles that start appearing. And she uses her finishing move, Disintegration, and destroys the man. Nah, no way he got packed up like that. This is crazy. She says, I avenged you, Shizu, and she leaves. We look to the side and Rimuru is still there? How is bro even alive right now? Ranga comes out and he's like, you good, Rimuru? But basically what happened was when he was fighting, he made a double of himself and let the double fight her while he escaped, just in case. Nah, but why is his double actually that strong though? That's the real question. But just because he got out of that doesn't mean he still don't have his problems. He's still gotta get back to Tempest. He tries to teleport, but with the barrier, he can't go there directly. So he asks Great Sage, hey, take me to the nearest spot. They end up teleporting to a cave and he just sees Sue in there and he's hurt. Broski, what happened to you? Sue tried to break into the barrier, but he couldn't even get in. Hold on, who even put the barrier there? It was the kingdom of Falmouth. So with that, Rimuru says, we gotta go to the city. We gotta save them, no Batman. He gets to the barrier and Great Sage analyzes it. And we find out it's an anti-magic barrier. With that, the plan is, he's gonna go find the person who casted it and destroy them, and everyone else is gonna go destroy the pillars that are putting up the magic barrier. Rimuru goes right through the barrier and runs in. He just sees the town on fire and the Mandem are injured bad. He sees a blast and runs towards it, and it's Benimaru. The man is trying to kill Mulan. These guys are getting in his way. Nah, like, this is why I hate bro. She deserves to die. Look how many people died because of her. Benny's like, you really protecting that bitch? Come, I'll just burn all of you. Don't mean shit to me. And Benny just blasts them away and throws him on the ground. He's about to destroy them, but last second Rimuru comes. He's like, broski, what's going on? Benny tells him, that bitch over there is the reason for this barrier. She's like, you're right, it's me. It's my fault for this horrible accident. Rimuru's like, horrible accident? What are you talking about right now, ho? You'll understand when you see. And she brings him to the plaza. And we just see more of the Mandem injured. And people actually died from this too? Damn. He's like, hold on, wait, humans did this? And Rimuru's thinking, he's like, damn, this is all my fault. I told everyone here to be nice to humans because I used to be a human. And look what happened because of that. They're dead. Rimuru says, alright, let's go to the meeting room and really figure out Wagwan. So from Mulan, he learns everything that happened and why they're doing it. He tells this guy, hey, go tell the Kingdom of Bloomwood we need backup. Then Mulan tells everyone she actually serves Clayman, and that's why she was here. The task he gave her was to spy on them, and she used this dumbass dome to make that happen since he's easy and going. Then she created the anti-magic barrier so they all wouldn't be able to fight at their full strength. The only reason she was doing this though is because Clayman has her heart on some Trafalgar Law shit, so she has no choice but to listen. Rimuru says, so wait, why is Clayman even doing this? And it's really just because he's an evil and he don't fuck with Rimuru because he's a new Fairs though, I hear it. But he also told her a great war is about to break out. Yom's like, Rimuru, please forgive her, bro. Please, for me, like, rest. You guys will do anything just to try to get some. She not even all that for real. He goes to Gopta and Jisan, and they can't even heal from their injuries. But since Rimuru has every power in the show, he uses his power to heal them. He's like, damn, at least you guys are blessed. Hold on, where's Shion though? I haven't seen her this whole day. And everyone just starts to look down. Benimaru tells them to follow him and they just start walking. We see Gobzo dead. Nah, not my dog Gobzo. We need to go kill them right now. This is crazy. And then we see Shion dead too. Brother, I'm about to drop this show. What's going on here? And they broke her horn? Nah, these humans all need to die. I don't care anymore. Then Rimuru just gets pissed and says, I need to be alone for a while. But since all these bodies are here and he has no way to save them, he's like, well, might as well just eat them. But last minute, these adventurers come in and she tells him, listen, there's a fairy tale about bringing people back from the dead. It might work here. Rimuru says, I bet. Tell me how to save the Mandem. Now we cut to Soe and he's looking at the Holy Church camp and they're protecting one of the magic devices. She says, okay, this is the story that's been passed down in my family. There was this girl who had a pet dragon. His kingdom found out and killed the dragon, so she got pissed and destroyed everybody. Then she became a demon lord. But since she became a demon lord, she also got the ability to revive people from the dead. So basically, Rimuru has to become a demon lord to bring them back. We learned this girl is a princess too? What the? Great Sage tells him he already has the seed to become a demon lord since he ate that demon orc, but he has a few conditions he needs to complete before he becomes a true demon lord. He needs the nourishment from human souls and he needs 10,000? Damn. Now Soe calls and tells him, so we got a problem. There's forces of Falmouth and they're on their way here. They got about 20,000 people. But Rimuru smiles and says, perfect. He goes to Mulan and says, I've decided, you need to die, ho. And these bums are still trying to defend her. Like, yo, I'm fine, I get it, that's supposed to be your shots, whatever. But this guy, she don't even want you, bro. You're not even number 2. Like, you're really just her friend. Then Rimuru goes and stabs her heart. Yes! But she's still there? Basically, he killed her for 3 seconds and gave her an artificial heart to make it seem like she's really dead. To Clayman, because he had this bug in her. But now she's free, she can do whatever she wants. Rimuru says, I need a favor from you. And he tells Yom, I need a favor from you too. After I pack everybody up in Falmouth, you're gonna be the new king. Then I'll become a demon lord too. And he even tells all the Mandem he used to be a former human who got reincarnated here. He's like, I was lonely at first, but then I met everybody and made Tempest. I'm not gonna let them get away with this. They go over their plan to attack, and the army at their current pace will reach Tempest in 3 days. They have knights, mercenaries, mages, and holy knights. They're really trying to kill all of them, damn. But Rimuru says, yeah, they got numbers, but they ain't really shit for real. They ain't got no real demons like us. Everyone's trying to figure out where they should attack and who they should attack. And Rimuru says, alright, I got all the allied forces myself. I want smoke with every single one of them. But he tells them the magic devices that are around Tempest, I'ma need y'all to take them out. So each group is going to one of them. The G-San's going to the west, and he's probably gonna have to face the other worlders again. Everyone's nervous about that, but G-San says, don't worry, Rimuru. I'ma put those little niggas in the dirt. With that, all the Mandem get ready to go fight. We cut to Rimuru and he's just flying in the sky over the Falmouth camp. These are the bum ass killed Shion? You bums are about to be food for me. Then he puts his mask on and says, let's get started. We cut to the army guys and they're like, yeah, I can't wait to pack them up. But we also heard there's some bad monster gal there too. Yeah, they need to go. Then they just see someone walking towards them and it's Benimaru. They're like, shit, don't move. And the man says, hell no, I'm taking my Reijo on you. He pulls out a katana and puts hellfire on this? When did he even get a sword? I swear he didn't have one. But he just speed blitzes and takes them out one by one. Homie's like, what? Never told me they had monsters like this. And he gets cooked. Then Benny destroys the magic device. His mission is complete. Now we cut to Gabiru and the Dragonutes and they start burning the army down. Gabiru goes into the ground too and he destroys everything. Now we cut to Soe and he ties all these army people up and then just kills them. Shorty says, damn, I thought they were supposed to be strong, but they weak as hell, they bums. Now we go to where the bitch ass otherworlders are. This one says, hold on, how has no one tried to escape yet? Are they that scared? And they're waiting on this road because it's the only road where they can escape from. They just want to pick people off. Then this army guy spots them. He says, enemies in front of us. It's, hold on, only 4 of them? other worlders drop down. They're like, are you serious? 4 people? You can win with 4 people? And that old guy still alive too? Now Rigard and Gope to go in and they use a blast as a smokescreen, and these two start picking people off one by one. Then Geld uses Earthquake Stomp and hits them, and they're just dying one by one. But this other worlder, he's a cocky youth. He says, I'll take you on. And he goes to Gope to fight him, but Geld steps in. Bro goes in and punches, but Geld just blocks it easy. Now we cut to Jisun and he's with the other guy. He says, you're too young to be this cocky, lil you. Then he goes in and does some slow-mo step attack. Jisun saw it coming and he blocks it. Hey, my patience is getting thin. He hits him away. Listen, I know all your tricks now. Last time you got the drop on me, cool, but I'm not gonna lose to you twice. The other worlder smiles, shoots his sword at him, and it multiplies and makes hella swords, and the man starts laughing. He says, how you gonna block this now? But this is nothing to Jisun. He hits them all to the ground. Bro's like, how did you do that? You think that dumbass shit can work on me? You're second rate. Nah, you not even second rate for real. Then Jisun opens up his third eye. Bro goes to attack him again, but Jisun's just dodging everything, and he activates his extra skill, All-Seeing Eye. He goes to hit him, and Jisun says, my movement should be catching up to you now. He uses Crestwater Slash and cuts the man's head off. Hey, use this extra time you have to think about your life, boy. Now back to this guy. He's hitting Geld, but he can't get through his armor. Bro starts crashing out talking about, hey, fight fair. Like, gang, shut up and fight. What are we talking about? But then he says, alright, I'm gonna get serious, and he uses his skill Berserker. He goes in and punches, and it breaks Geld's shield. Now he's just punching him over and over. But Geld's just hugging it, and his power comes out and starts biting him. Listen, you strong, but you're weak against rot, aren't you? Now, Geld has him down and he's going to kill him. Jisun pulls up. He says, hold on, you're not done here yet? Huh? Where's my homie? What'd you do with him? Oh, him? He's right here. Say hi. And he throws the head to him. He sees this and he starts running. Oh, man's holy. He goes in the tent and finds evil shit and he says, I'm bad about this, but I need you to die for me. He grabs her neck and kills her. These guys are actually horrible. He needs to go. But since he killed her, he got the skill Survivor. So now in his mind, he has the ultimate offense and the ultimate defense. And he blasts his power again. Even if you break my bones or kill me, I'll come right back. Geld says, alright boy, you wanna fight hand to hand? Let's scrap. Guy goes in to punch, but Geld dodges and just punches him away. And he just starts beating on him over and over, and his power's biting him too. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Geld is definitely top 5, probably top 4 in Tempest right now. Geld goes to end him once and for all, but a magic blast hits him away. Then this mage Raisin shows up. He looks and he says, yeah, you know what? Let's withdraw for now. Geld ain't going for that though. He goes in, but the mage makes a huge magic blast that almost ends him right there. He says, alright, we're cutting now. Before you leave, just remember this. Our ruler will smoke all of you youths. Back to Rimuru, all 4 magic devices are gone. He says, great sage, we ready or what? And Rimuru remembers all the mandem who died. He says, be grateful. Now back to the mage and Shogo. He says, yeah, don't worry about me saving you, gang. It's the least I could do. Let me cast a healing spell on you though, just to make sure. And he hits him and makes him pass out. He actually killed his soul. These guys are horrible. Then he transfers himself into that body. Bro's been doing this for hundreds of years and he could become a demon king. Now we cut to Rimuru and he puts an anti-magic area up over them. He says, I'm not letting not even one of you guys survive. And he makes these water droplets and they start appearing beside people. He raises his hand and says, die, and one by one people start getting hit and they actually die. And the numbers just going up and up and up. He's already at 1,903. He's really on smoke. We cut to the priest and the king and they're like, dog, what the hell is going on? What should we even do? Raisin comes and finds them and even the guards get killed right in front of him. Bro's like, Raisin, you're here. Transportation magic can work for us, right? Nah, we're in an anti-magic area, gang. But this knight says, I can use my unique skill to make everyone else meat shields so we can escape. He leaves to get them and he just falls to his death too? Good. Then Rimuru just drops down right in front of Raisin. He's like, are you the ruler of the monsters? Who the f are you? Actually, it don't matter. All you are gonna die anyways. And he just kills him too. The king sees this, he's like, damn, what do I do? We're cooked. And he says, what's good, homie? I'm the king of Falmouth. Let me just chat to you. You the real king? Or are you a double? Yes, I am. Rimuru says, fine. I'll kill everybody else but you. And the king starts trying to page him, talking about, do you know who I am? Rimuru gets vexed. He says, know your place, boy. And he flexes his power. Shit, my bad, twin. I was just playing. I didn't really mean it. Playing? You know how much baddies you killed in my nation? Playing? You know how much homies you killed in my nation? Bro says, fine, let's just get into diplomatic relations together. But like, I'm still gonna need a cut of everything, you know? Like, I'm still big dog. But Rimuru just turns him into shanks and he starts screaming. Great Sage tells him he's only at 57% of the souls and he still needs to pack more people up before he can transform. He flies up and uses his skill Merciless. And with that, everyone just dies instantly. Yeah, he's broken. But now he's officially met the criteria to start his demon evolution. And Rimuru falls to the ground. He's getting sleepy. He calls Ranga and he tells him, take me to the town and take these guys as war prisoners. Then he activates demon summoning and uses all these people as offerings. Then he summons a demon and it's this guy from last season. Rimuru tells him, hey, someone's hiding, acting like they're not dead. Find them and kill them for me. The man smiles and says, can I serve you from this day forward? This is an easy task for me. Now back to town. The harvest festival is officially starting. Rimuru comes back and they put the man in a cloak. Everyone's like, the hell is he gonna be like when he changes? But his transformation is starting. And he probably gets every single broken skill you can think of. Yes, he even got the unique skill Gyalis. And with that, Great Sage evolves into Raphael and Gluttony evolves into Beelzebub. Now back to Raisin. Since he has Survivor, he actually survived the kill from Rimuru. But then the demon pulls up on him. He says, hey, I'm not gonna kill you, but I can torture you. You torture me? You think you can fight me? Fight you? This man doesn't know who I really am. Raisin goes in, uses nuclear cannon, but this man just blows it upwards to the sky? Nah, what is that? And then the man claps in his face. Raisin uses spirit summoning and brings out a war gnome, but the demon just goes in and destroys its core in one hit. Raisin's like, nah, this can't be. Are you an archdemon? And he just makes an anti-magic area. So Raisin goes in trying to fight him with just hands, but he's just blocking everything and hits him away. Then he's like, nah, no way. Are you a primordial? And he just smiles. No way he released a primordial into this world. Then the demon walks him down. You done already? And the man passes out. Or really went out like a hoe. Now back to Rimuru. He's still transforming and everyone's also getting gifts too. Basically, they're getting more broken as well. Then he finally changes and appears. The man has red eyes. Yeah, he's a real demon now. Now he takes all the souls and is about to put them back in. Diabolo tells him there's not enough magicules to do a resurrection here. Rimuru was like, I was just gonna use my own life force. Diabolo tells him, don't worry, use these two guys over here to complete it. They'll be happy to do that. So that's what he does, and with that, everybody wakes up again. Now Rimuru wakes up officially and everybody's finally back. Shion's alive, my dog Gobzo's alive, everything's blessed. After that, we cut to Eurozania and Milim pulls up. She says, I'm declaring war on you animals, and then she flies away. Carrion goes to this guy and he asks him, okay, who do you think is stronger, me or her? And bro says, she's cooking you respectfully. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Carrion's like, nah, I'm still big dog here. So he goes in fighting Milim. He says, why the f are you doing this? But she just smiles. You being controlled? That's a shame. I wanted to fight you at your highest strength, but I'll pack you up now. He transforms, go into his beast form. I'm sorry, this fit is garbage.
This is not a banger.
He uses this big ass attack and hits Milim. That don't do shit to her. She hugs it. Then she transforms. See this? This is a fit. She just laughs and says, alright, let me show you my move now. She uses Dragon Nova and does this big ass blast at Carrion. He dodges, but he sees the damage that it's done to this mountain. He's like, yeah, I can't even really f with this for real. He's still not gonna back down, but then the Sky Queen Frey just comes behind him and grabs him. What the fuck? No way they're ganging up on him. And then she cuts. With that, basically Eurozania is completely destroyed. Now back to Rimuru. The demon comes to him and says, hey, I finished the mission. So Rimuru says, I bet, let me name you. And he names him Diabolo and he gets a new fit. I can't lie, his old fit was harder than this one. Then Great Sage tells him, right now you can probably revive Veldora if you wanted to. So he goes back to the cave where he found Veldora, makes a double of himself, then he puts Veldora's spirit into it and it starts changing. He gets bigger and bigger and finally Veldora is back. Yeah, Rimuru's squad just got dangerous. Nobody's gonna wanna f with them for real. This Clayman guy, he won't even know what's happening. Alright, that's all for this episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Yes, let me know how you're feeling about slime so far. Let me know if you want me to do part 2 after this. And if you guys really want for it, I'll do part 2. We'll do the movie, and then we'll do season 3, and then just get ready for season 4 to drop. Happy holidays to everybody out there. Hope you guys are enjoying it, spending some time with the fam, all that good stuff. And yeah, keep dropping some recommendations. Let me know what else you want to see. Probably after this one, I'm probably gonna do a Demon Slayer. But this week, before I even get into that, but this week we're gonna try to go crazy. We drop this Saturday. Sunday, we're gonna drop Stranger Things, hopefully. We're gonna try to do something crazy there. We'll see, because you know it's Christmas holidays, but we'll see if I can pump one out. Boom. And then Monday, we're gonna drop the One Piece. Get that out of there. Boom. And then yeah, next week we're probably gonna do Demon Slayer, and then we'll get ready for the weeklies to come back, because January is gonna be crazy. Very, very crazy. Let me know what you want me to do from January. Also, I'm probably gonna do Hell's Paradise and JJK. Probably gonna do those weeklies, and then we'll toss in a long form, maybe like every other week, and then also we'll do some second channel stuff too. I also dropped a Fallout video on the second channel. Let me know what you guys think about that, if you want me to keep doing Fallout. But we're gonna bust out all the Stranger Things, and yeah. But appreciate all the love, all the support. It's been great. We're getting close to that 100K, and yeah, we're gonna get there January, hopefully. So I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next video. Peace.